Okay guys, I think it's time finally for the full video of Temporalis Bomber. I made everything possible to reduce the spirit needed. So let's start with the items. Focus, Trident Light, Amulet, Cover of the Storm, Breach Ring, Cast Speed, all resistances, mana. Temporalis of course. Another Breach Ring, Cast Speed, mana, all resistances. Some life, Skipter, 210 spirit, gloves, double res, life, rarity, ingenuity, double res, big energy shield, intelligence. Also big energy shield on the tiara, maelstrom, mana flask, and for these two I'm gonna speak later. On the offhand we have a rattling scepter, very important to be a rattling scepter with skeleton warriors, 210 mana again. Now what I'm using currently for mapping is custom dodge with spark 420, chain, acceleration, ambush, spark 420, ambush, so we can proc for sure things. Custom critical, level 19, quality 20, custom dodge is 14, quality 20, forgot to say. So for custom critical, detonate dead 720, frost wall 1920, magnified effect, impetus, and spell cascade. Why we have only one detonate dead in the end and one frost wall is they benefit both from spell cascade, also for greater lightning bolts, concentrated effect, considered casting, spell echo, ingenuity. Ingenuity actually works with greater lightning bolt. Now look at this, cooldown 0.1, 008. Critical hit chance is 63 with main hand, with offhand is a bit more, and critical damage is a lot more with offhand. We have Blink with Arcane Tempo, Unbreakable, Green Fist with nothing, and that's it for the mapping setup. For people who have high spirit, also Blasphemy with Clarity. Also I wanted to mention that I'm not using for mapping neither Aziri, neither TrampleToe. I don't like them for mapping because you're just a walking piece of paper. If something sneezes, you die. Anyways, that's another topic. Detonate Death and Frost Wall with Cascade and everything, they are synergizing very well, and everything is going to disappear during breaches, mapping, things like that. Now for normal bosses on maps, things like that. For that, we are just going to disable cast on dodge, and we are using cast on critical with bow lightning, deceleration, overcharge, inspiration. And that's it. I'm just popping them, nothing special. After that, we turn cast on dodge back. For pinnacles, however, situation is a bit different. For pinnacles, what I am doing is I'm taking out detonate dead and I'm putting a reduced cost on this cast on critical. On the other cast on critical, I am putting comet and life tap on deceleration, and I'm using Aziri, and you can use also TrampleToe if you want. In the beginning of the video I showed you how is the damage with TrampleToe and without TrampleToe. Seriously, it does a lot of damage. I can advise you to use it on Pinnacle, but that's it. I don't know, like, it depends. If you like to be a piece of paper, it's up to you. It's your choice. I'm just giving you the available options. So also Eye of Winter, we take the cast speed from Blink and put it on Eye of Winter. Eye of Winter is with Arcane Tempo, Unleash, Cold Exposure, Strip Away. Eye of Winter level 13, quality 0. It's very important. And for Pinnacles, Soul Offering with Dance Macabre, Ablation, and Persistence. Also you want to switch to your Rattling Scepter and use Soul Offering before the Pinnacle fight, but right before the Pinnacle fight, not way before, not later. For Delirium objective and Delirium maps, the mapping build is perfectly fine, but if you want to play Simulacrum, then you might want to have TrampleToe there and replace Detonate Dead for Inspiration. Now about the passive skill 3 and Ascendancies. Ascendancies are the same as before. So under the Flash, Vitality Siphon. Passive skill 3 looks like this. And there are a lot of connected nodes with this jewel, but I'm gonna speak about it later. So this is for the main hand. For the offhand, we have more crit and crit damage and less shield. The skill 3 will be in the planner, like with everything else. For the jewels, we have first crit chance, crit damage, maximum energy shield. Second is the same. Third is the same. We have one with a mana on kill. That one you must have actually, otherwise you're gonna have a problem. Crit chance, crit damage, and those two controlled metamorphosis, massive ring, so we can connect this node, this node, this node, and that node. If you don't have controlled metamorphosis, just put points on crit damage, whatever. And here we have Against the Darkness with 12 spirit and fire. Actually here would be amazing to be lightning, but it is what it is. We have 4 connected nodes instead of 5 before we had this one also, but that one is not very good for pinnacles, so I took that out and I have a little bit less spirit now. Nothing I can do in the moment, I have to think about it, but basically that's it for the jewels. That being said, I'm gonna check, and probably it will be very possible, and I'm gonna change 3 of those crit chance crit damage jewels with Grand Spectrum Sapphire because I want those resistances back. But I have to check how is the damage against pinnacles. Against the other things, it's not an issue. Whatever. Against pinnacles, it's a little bit different story. And that's it for the jewels. Okay guys, that will be almost all from me for this video. You're gonna see some footage of maps after that. And if you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and see you next time, guys.